Confirmation rate. In this problem, we are given two tables, signups and confirmations. In signups table, we have two columns, user ID and timestamp. And in confirmations table, we have three columns, user ID, timestamp and action. The confirmation rate of a user is number of confirmed messages divided by total number of requested confirmation messages. The confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation message is 0. Round the confirmation rate to two decimal places and write a solution to find the confirmation rate of each user. Return the result table in any order. Let's see this example. In this example, we have the both tables, signups and confirmations table, and in the output we have the user ID and confirmation rate. Let's see the user ID 6. User ID 6. Let's see, in confirmations we do not have the user ID 6. That means for this the output should be 0 if we do not have data in confirmations table. Let's see user ID 3. User ID 3 has two rows and both of those are timeout. So for timeout, the confirmation rate will be 0. If it is confirmed, then it will be considered as 1. Let's see for user ID 7. User ID 7 has three rows and all the three are confirmed. So 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So that's why we have 1 in confirmation rate. Let's see for user ID 2. User ID 2 is in two rows and one among those one is confirmed and other is timeout. So confirmed it will be 1 divided by 2. There are two actions for user ID 2. So 1 divided by 2 will be 0.5. And this is the explanation for this. Let's see my solution for this. So what I have done is I have created a common table expression, and in that I have created a new column for confirmations table. So we will select all the rows in the all the columns in confirmations table. Along with that, we will use a case statement, case when action is equal to timeout. We have the action. So if the action is timeout, then that should be 0, else it will be confirmed. So for that, it will be 1. Once we create this column, and next I have created one more common table expression in order to calculate the confirmation rate. So conf1 will be my new CTE. In that I have grouped the data in the confirmation table, basically in the first CTE which I have created, that was created using confirmations table. I will be grouping the data by user ID in order to get the confirmation rate for each user ID. How will I get the confirmation rate? Sum of n. This will be 1 when we have confirmed, and it will be 0 when there is timeout. We need two decimal places. I will be rounding this number to two decimal places, and I will be using sum to add up the values for each user ID group, and I will be dividing it with the count of that user ID to identify how many times there is an action for each user ID. That is the conf rate column which I have created in this CTE. Once I have created this, since we need all the user IDs, whether it is there in confirmations or not, we need to use the signups table and do the left join to the confirmations table. So I will select user ID. Then we need to output 0 if we do not have the user ID in confirmations table. So that is what mentioned here. That is what is mentioned here. The confirmation rate of a user that did not request any confirmation messages is 0. In order to account for this statement, I will be using an if statement. If c.conf rate is null after joining. We need 0 there, else it will be the confirmation rate which we have calculated. So this will be the column name for this will be confirmation rate, and I will be doing the left join from signups table to the conf1 CTE which I have created based on the user ID in both these tables. So this is the first solution that I want to show you. The next solution is pretty straightforward. Both of the solutions are same. Only difference is here I am using average function directly instead of dividing the sum with count. So that is the difference, and this is a more simpler way of solving this problem. So I will select user ID and I will do the average, and inside average function I will check the condition where I have confirmed as the action. If it is confirmed, then I will consider 1 in its place, and else it will be 0 for timeout. This will be confirmation rate column. So from signups, left join confirmations based on user ID, group by user ID. That's it in this video. I hope you have understood how to solve this problem. For more problems, subscribe to this channel and I will see you in the next one.